Welcome to Story Planet, where we bring you relaxing and peaceful tales to help you unwind. Tonight's story is The Night of Candlelight and Bells. So, settle in, let go of the day, and let the soft glow of candlelight and the gentle chime of bells guide you into a peaceful night filled with warmth, memories, and quiet joy. Now, let's begin. In the heart of the old town, as the evening sky turned a soft indigo, the gentle glow of candlelight began to flicker through the frosted windows of St. Mary's Church. It was Christmas Eve, a time when the quiet streets came alive with a sense of joy and togetherness. The townsfolk, bundled up in coats and scarves, walked slowly toward the church, the air filled with laughter and greetings. It was a night when the entire community came together, leaving behind the busyness of life to share in the peaceful magic of Christmas. The church stood like a guardian of tradition at the edge of the town square, its stone walls covered with delicate snow. Lanterns hung from the trees, casting a warm, golden light across the fresh snow that blanketed the ground. The air was crisp, the scent of pine and cinnamon lingering as families, old friends, and new faces gathered for the annual candlelight service. This night, for many, marked the highlight of the holiday season, a time to reflect, to be grateful, and to share in the warmth of the small town spirit. Inside, the sanctuary glowed with hundreds of flickering candles. The soft flames danced, casting a warm golden hue over the wooden pews, and the simple altar adorned with evergreen garlands. The aroma of fresh pine mixed with the sweetness of Christmas spices, wrapping everyone in a comforting embrace as they entered. It was a sight that never changed and never needed to, a moment of peace the town returned to year after year. At the front of the church stood Evelyn, the caretaker who had lovingly prepared the service for over 3 decades. Her heart swelled with joy each year as she watched the town gather for this peaceful night. She smiled warmly as familiar faces entered, grandparents guiding wide-eyed children, neighbors greeting one another with hugs, and newcomers who quickly found their place in the warmth of the gathering. This was more than a service. It was a celebration of community, of shared lives, and the simple joy of being together. The bells from the church tower rang out, clear and gentle, signaling the start of the evening service. Their soft chime filled the town square, reminding everyone of the peace that Christmas brings, no matter the ups and downs of life. The sound of footsteps and murmurs slowly faded as the congregation found their seats, the air inside the church now filled with a hushed anticipation. In the front row, Margaret sat with her 2 children nestled beside her. The past year had been a busy whirlwind, filled with work, school, and endless lists of things to do. But tonight, as she held her children close, all of that melted away. The flickering candlelight cast a soft glow on their faces, and for the first time in what felt like forever, Margaret felt still. The warmth of the church, the closeness of her family, and the peace of the night filled her heart with a quiet joy she had longed for all year. Beside him sat Robert, an elderly man who had lived peacefully in his quiet home for years. As he held the small candle in his hand, he felt not solitude, but warmth. The memories of Christmases past drifted through his mind, of joyful evenings spent with loved ones, of laughter shared around the fire. Tonight, surrounded by the soft glow of the candles and the warmth of the community, he felt a comforting presence as bright as the flame before him. The years had softened into a gentle gratitude for the love and moments that had shaped his life, and for the unwavering comfort of the town that had always been there for him. Across the aisle, Sarah and James, a young couple expecting their first child, exchanged tender smiles. This would be their last Christmas before their family grew, and the anticipation of a new beginning filled their hearts. The candles, the music, and the warmth of the gathering reminded them of the beauty of life's quiet moments. They held hands, feeling the soft pulse of new life between them, knowing that the future was bright and full of promise. As the choir began to sing, their voices floated softly through the sanctuary, blending perfectly with the warmth of the candlelight. The music was peaceful, wrapping everyone in a blanket of calm and joy. The familiar carol spoke of love, hope, and the quiet beauty of the season. It was a sound that seemed to belong to the town, a melody that echoed through the years and brought comfort to all who heard it. The pastor stepped forward, his gentle voice calming any last flickers of restlessness in the room. His message was simple, yet profound, a reminder of the light that each person carried within them, a light that could brighten the darkest of times. He spoke of the beauty of community, of how the people in this small town had built a home for one another, not just in their houses, but in their hearts. As he spoke, the congregation listened in stillness, feeling the truth of his words settle softly within them. As the service came to a close, the congregation was invited to light their candles from the large flame at the altar. One by one, they moved forward, the soft glow of the flames growing as each person lit their candle and passed the light along. The entire church soon flickered with the warm golden glow of hundreds of small flames, a beautiful symbol of the love and connection shared by the town. The final chime of the bells echoed through the night, a gentle farewell to the peaceful service. The congregation sat in silence, savoring the quiet joy of the moment. Outside, the snow continued to fall softly, blanketing the town in a peaceful stillness. As the families began to leave, Evelyn stood by the door, smiling at each person as they passed. The night had been perfect, just as it always was. This was Christmas as it was meant to be, simple, warm, and full of love. Margaret paused as she left, turning to take one last look at the soft glow inside the church. "Thank you," she whispered, her heart full. Robert stepped outside into the cold night air, but he felt nothing but warmth. The weight he had carried for so long seemed to have melted away in the gentle embrace of the evening. Sarah and James walked hand in hand, their hearts full of hope as they looked up at the starry sky. The flickering light of the candles stayed with them, a reminder of the peace and joy they had felt that night. And as Evelyn blew out the last of the candles, she knew that the light would continue to glow in the hearts of the townsfolk. No matter what the people of the town went through, whether their days were filled with joy or hardship, they were always strengthened by the embrace of the community. In the flicker of the candles, in the soft chime of the bells, they found hope, love, and a shared understanding that they were never alone. The small town spirit, with its kindness and simplicity, would always be there to carry them through. Thank you for joining us on Story Planet. If you felt the warmth of the candles, heard the soft ringing of bells, and were embraced by the peaceful night, consider giving a thumbs up. And if the story brought you comfort and calm, feel free to share it with friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe for daily stories from Story Planet, offering peaceful escapes every day. Wishing you a peaceful night and a relaxed sleep. Sweet dreams.